Hello, and welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. It's me, Colleen Watson. I'm president of Century Flat Business Services, and we are getting ready to launch. Yay! So, the official launch of our VIP program happens on July 29th. So, you're going to see a lot of me in the next coming weeks. I'm so excited about this. But I thought I'd answer an important question today, which is, this is such a serious thing you're launching. You're launching a program to help people prepare if case of illness, injury, or premature death, which are things people don't really want to think about. Is that really the best idea? Well, I really do think that it is, and I'll explain. So, for those of you who do not know, I am here. I'm in colorful Colorado. That is officially the slogan here in Colorado. I have been here. I am a native. I'm one of the few. You know that doesn't happen very often anymore. So I've been here since birth. And my parents, who are both natives of the Pacific Northwest, um, really shouldn't be here. They shouldn't, right? So, how did we get here? How did my parents choose Colorado? Well, interesting story. They had moved around a lot when my siblings were little. My dad counted once, they moved 21 times in the first 20 years of their marriage. And sometimes those trips were for a job. In fact, most of the time they were, but sometimes those jobs didn't work out. And when they didn't, rather than stay and be miserable, they would pack up and go back home, which at the time was obviously the Pacific Northwest. So, in this particular case, a job that didn't work out was in Louisiana. So, they were coming back up and going literally across the country, there we go, to get back home. And they were going, through Colorado. And my mom said, why don't we stop and go see Popo? Who was Popo, right? Popo was not even really a blood relative of theirs, not even a member of, they're only a member of the family by marriage, right? My uncle's wife, Aunt Dee Dee, she was a beloved member of our family, still is, and it was her grandfather. But he's a big character. Everybody loved him. So my mom's like, let's stop. Let's go see Popo. So they did. They went and stopped to see Popo. And he looked at my parents and looked at my dad and said, you can get a job here. Why go all the way back? And my parents looked at each other, kind of shrugged their shoulders and went, oh, oh, we could just leave. We don't have any ties. Let's just see. So they did. And Colorado has been like a magnet. They've moved other places, but Colorado just kept pulling them back. 260 plus days of sunny weather can do that to you, especially when you were born and lived in the Pacific Northwest, right? Lots of rain there. And so there's a lot about Colorado to be grateful for, particularly its sunny days. We have winter. You can see it on television sometimes. We get those snows, those, foot, 3, 5, 7 foot snows here. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. And we have to dig ourselves out and everything. But the beautiful thing about a Colorado winter is, yeah, you're going to have to dig yourself out. That happens. But the day it snows is crappy. Within 48 hours, it's still crappy, but it's sunny, right? There's a metaphor there. Like, even in the crap, there are things to be grateful for. And, we are here by accident. My whole life could have been different. I think about that. The last time, the move that led us here permanently happened in 76. At the time, we were living in Bellevue, Washington. Bellevue, Washington is now, the home of Microsoft. But back then, Bellevue, Washington was just a suburb of Seattle, and a pretty small one at that. We lived in a pretty nice split level home. My brother and sister were still at home at the time, and it was, pretty beautiful. I remember the backyard because, Pacific Northwest with that rain, you get flowers, you get beautiful yards. And I can remember sitting on the deck, having Kool-Aid and graham crackers and enjoying my yard. That could have been my life, but it wasn't. We did not survive, what happened next with all the people moving in. That house, which I think my mom said bought for 36.5, is now $1 million home because of where it is and all the upgrades that happened because people could afford to upgrade. And I just think about that, like how different could my life have been? We're all here in some ways because luck puts us where we're supposed to be. Luck and chance. I mean, yes, we plan, but luck plays a part in our lives. We all know that. We don't like to admit it, but we all know it. Luck has a role, right? And so I am so lucky to be here, and I'm here soaking up the sun. So this is a soak up the sun week. We're finally getting summer. It's going to be in the 80s and 90s, and it's going to be 100 on Wednesday. But we haven't had the terrible, terrible heat. I'm grateful for that. It's always possible to be grateful. It's always possible to find the good in your situation, to soak up the sun, right? What are you grateful for? Please share it in the comments. I would love to hear. But part of what this is with Century Plant Business Services is we're preparing you for the clouds, right? We're preparing you for the days when it's not sunny. We're preparing you for the times when your family or you need some help. You need a safety net. That is what we do. And I just figure building that safety net might be nicer with the sun out, right? It might make you grateful for the things you have. It might make you grateful to yourself for having the courage to do this. So we're going to soak up the sun this week and share what we're grateful for in our lives, the unexpected gifts that we've been given because of chance. And hey, if you want to talk about the times when things aren't so great, I would love to meet with you. A quick 15-minute meet and greet conversation. There is my Calendly link. I'd love to talk to you about it. 15 minutes, we all got 15 minutes. I'm not asking for a ton of time, just to see if this is something you'd be interested in. And please join us again later this week while we roll out this launch. I'm so excited to share this product with you. I'm so excited to share what we have coming up to launch the product. It's going to be great. I will let you go for this wonderful Monday. Go out, soak up the sun, soak up the gratitude, and remember, rock stars, it's never too late to bloom. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.